Right guys, so we're over in Bradford now. Today it's the inspection day with Bradford Council. So I've just come down here just to prep the car, make sure all the signage is correct, make sure tyres are all in good order. Just change the wiper blades, don't want it failing on something daft like that. So yeah, I'll just put the pictures up. We've just got it looking nice and tidy for the inspection. I'll just put those up. There we go, so as you can see, nice and tidy. Hopefully it'll pass the inspection. We're just going to head on down there in the next 10-15 minutes or so for his 11:30 appointment. So it'll be the third time it'll have been tested. The vehicle's just coming up to 100,000 miles. So, you know, it's a Toyota at the end of the day, so pretty confident it's going to pass. So what we'll do, we'll check in with you later once we've been for the test and let you know how we get on. Right, catch you later guys. Alright guys, so did it pass the test? Well yeah, it did pass the test. No major issues, there was just a slight issue apparently with compliance with the no smoking stickers. The regulations say that you must have a no smoking sticker in the back of the vehicle, which we did. And it is quite small, but in the council specification there's no actual size specification, so in theory it does meet it, but maybe they thought they weren't quite big enough. So they've kindly given us some no smoking stickers for free, which we had to place in the vehicle there and then. The only other small issue was one of the wiper blades. It wasn't clearing the windscreen fully, it was just smearing a little bit. Now these were just fitted before I actually took it for the test, so they were brand new from Toyota in Wakefield. So I've literally just been back there now, and they've been ever so kind as to just replace that blade, and it's spot on now. So I've got my license again for another year for the vehicle. I've put my disc in the front, put the plate on the back, and we're ready to rock and roll now. The paper license or whatever, it will be emailed through the post, and then obviously usual, got to upload that to Uber and get that approved. So yeah, it's always a bit concerning when you take it for a test, because you're thinking, well, if it don't pass, you know, you're gonna be spending some money obviously rectifying what the issue is, and you won't be able to work, well, not picking passengers up anyway during that time. So yeah, it all went without hitch. Got there 10 minutes before. Usual, tester calls you in, drive onto the ramp. And it's really strange this, I don't know if they do it any other councils, but when they actually lift the ramp up, you're actually still in the vehicle. So if you're not right good with heights, it can be a bit scary, to be honest. And another thing as well, if you've got a Toyota Corolla, once they put it on the ramp and start mucking about with it, lifting it up, you start getting a warning message on the dashboard saying something like along the lines of to protect the traction battery, don't keep it in neutral or something, which is a bit of a pain because it's beeping. And it did it last time I went, so I just said to the test, I said, you know, it did it last time, and you know, he's aware. He says, oh yeah, they all do it when we stick ramp up. But yeah, so basically they do all the checks while you're sat in the vehicle, but the ramp's right up in the air. So if you're not very good with heights, it's best just to look forward and just listen for the commands, you know, where they'll get you to test your wipers, turn the steering wheel and what have you. Then there's a bit of a change this year. What normally happens is once they've done all the inspection, everything on the ramp, you normally excuse me, required to reverse it off the ramp and then take it over to the brake tester, where you'll put it in neutral. You'll test the front wheels first, you'll apply the brake pressure, and you know, it'll measure that and make sure it's the right level, and it'll pass. You also do the rear wheels. Now this year, the actual testers, they get in the vehicle and they take it to the tester and do all that themselves. So I'm just wondering if they may have had some sort of incident where a driver's not actually been in neutral when they've been doing the brake test, and it can be quite serious if it's not in neutral when they're doing the brake test. It can muck about with the transmission. So anyway, that went okay. We just then had to wait 5-10 minutes while they went and got us our paper license, as badge and everything. and some more safeguarding stickers which we have to display in the vehicle. So it's just a case of now waiting for the paper license to be emailed, so I can either send it as a PDF or well, take a photograph of it, or print it out, take a photograph of it, upload it to Uber, then they'll approve that. The only other thing I've got to sort later today is this insurance, because oh, that's Just Eat pestering me now, saying there's work here in the area, but I don't think I'm working anymore today, to be honest. So yeah, so I've got to get the insurance sorted, because as you know, my insurers put it up from 1,500 to 3,300. So I did get a quote for about 2,200 off Zego. So we're going to see if we can sort that out later on today. So get that out of the way, and then we're good to go for another year. The only other thing which is a bit strange, because I'm licensed with Bradford Council now, we are on paper we are allowed to work for 2 operators, but I wanted to work for, well, it was Amber Cars, but obviously Vizu took over Amber Cars, but they kept the Amber Cars name, but now it's just Vizu. But the problem is you're not allowed to display both sets of livery at the same time, like your visors and your side decals. So it actually makes it quite difficult to work for 2 operators. So I did actually speak to them while I was there. So what you're meant to do is, obviously you'd have visor for one, and you'd have you'd have your Uber sign. So if say you had Vizu, you'd have your Uber sign on a magnetic backing, which you can just put over Vizu when you're not working for Vizu. But they're saying you've got to also change your visors, so it's, you know, getting magnetic visors and stuff, it's a right farce, to be honest. So, you know, they might as well just say you really just need to work for 1 operator. So I might be changing councils to a council that allows you to work for unlimited operators. So Wakefield Council, they don't require any livery. You just have an oval badge number, and obviously you have your plate at the back, and then also your license, paper license at the front. So with Wakefield Council, I've had it confirmed from them I can work for as many operators as I like, and there's no issue with operator stickers like there is with Bradford Council. So I think going forward, you know, a lot of councils really need to ditch the operator stickers, because especially if you're working for app-based companies, because the customer's got you've got your name, your vehicle type, colour, registration, all this lot. So they don't actually need the operator stickers. So, you know, obviously Bradford Council have got to enforce their policy, but from a passenger point of view, it doesn't matter if you're working for Uber, Vizu, whatever sticker. If you've got both stickers on, the customer is clever enough to look at your plate, your colour of your car, make, and anything. And even if you've got 2 sets of stickers, they'll just see if they've booked it on Uber, oh yeah, it's Uber. If it's booked it on Vizu, they'll say, oh yeah, that's Vizu. So for that reason, I might be changing over to Wakefield Council. I mean, the only reason I did get licensed with Bradford Council in the first instance was because at the time, Wakefield Council, the vehicle that I've got, so it's a Toyota Corolla XL model, so it's top at range model, and it has the privacy glass at the back and at the side windows at the back as well. Now that's factory fitted, but at the time Wakefield Council, they wouldn't allow it. I think at the time they were saying it's some sort of safety issue, we can't see who's in the vehicle. Now some passengers like the privacy, so you can't see in the vehicle. But anyway, as time went on, Wakefield Council's reversed that decision, so now they will license the vehicle. So if I had got it licensed with Wakefield, I'd have had to have the glass, the privacy glass taken out and plain glass put in, which would have been quite expensive. And then to find that they now allow it, I'd have been a bit annoyed at that. So we'll see how we go, but potentially might be getting licensed with Wakefield. Which we can work the same area on Uber anyway as we can with a Bradford license. It's just that the thing I don't like is, you know, you decide you do want to work for 2 operators, but they just make it, you know, so difficult with regards to stickers and what have you. That said, there was another driver there. He's in a Toyota Prius, so it's got 200,000 on it. That's passed, no problems. Obviously, it's a Toyota, it's a Prius. They go forever, don't they? But he works for Vizu and Uber, so he got the Vizu visors and rear sticker, and then on the doors, on each door, he got the Uber and the Vizu sticker. Now, at the testing site, they actually made him take his Uber stickers off and just leave the Vizu. So he'd got visors matching the side decals. So they've explained, obviously, that he will have to get some sort of magnetic sign. So it's really complicated. You can't have both showing, but I have seen several drivers driving around with both showing. But the problem is, if you do get stopped at an enforcement check and they see those, then obviously you may actually get your license suspended for a week or two just for something simple like that. So it's not worth risking it. You know, you've got to obviously stick to the rules and make sure your vehicle and your decals are compliant. So I think that sort of wraps it up now. So we've passed the test. I'm going to go home now. Not really working any more today, and we'll take it from there. So I'm going to go back online later, see if I can get a quote even cheaper than 2,200 for the insurance, and we'll see how we go on. But I've been speaking to some other drivers that's been paying similar sort of rates to me, and they've had to take quotes. The cheapest really 2,200, so it looks like it is going to be that sort of money what we're going to have to fork out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video amongst yourselves. I'm going to be making more content as we push on in towards the summer. So we'll catch you all later. Thank you very much.